Right now at noon, the death toll rising once again as crews recover more bodies following the condo collapse. The search now transitioning from a rescue to recovery operation.
Here's a look at the victims that have been identified so far. Among the latest are Gino and Graciela Catarasi, Simon Segal, and Elaine Sabino.
And just a short time ago, Miami-Dade police announced the body of Dr. Gary Cohn has also been recovered. His brother Brad is still missing.
We do have team coverage for you at noon.
Let's start off with Local 10 News reporter Syra on. We're live in Surfside as the search enters a new phase.
So, Gio and Janice, last night, crews launched a very expected but still very emotional transition in their operations. And while essentially they're still doing the exact same thing, they're now acknowledging that this is no longer a search and rescue mission, but rather search and recovery. Just moments ago, County Mayor Daniella Levine Cava and Governor DeSantis addressed this shift.
Since our last briefing, the team has recovered additional victims. The number of confirmed deaths is now 60.
The county's mayor announcing the progress on the search for remains at the Surfside collapse site. Governor Ron DeSantis at the site today reacting to the transition from a search and rescue operation to search and recovery.
So yesterday was tough. I appreciated what they did for doing the vigil, but the work's going to go on, and obviously they're going to identify every single person.
This was the scene yesterday, shortly before the transition.
Brothers and sisters, let us now observe a moment of silence.
First responders standing side by side in silence, marking a painful reality. The city's mayor in yesterday's briefing explaining the transition and how the chance of finding survivors was close to 0%.
Once we pull the victim out, what we're recognizing is, human remains.
Search teams say it was the way the Champlain Tower South collapsed, what they call a pancake effect, leaving them unlikely to find survivors from the start. For the past 2 weeks, canines trained to find survivors in the rubble never picked up a scent. While essentially the same operation now goes by a new name, recovery, it is not pausing.
The work continues with all speed and urgency. All task forces are being deployed from across the country and the world.
So the county mayor went on to say that there are faith leaders from many different faiths here on site to perform prayers and last rites to those whose remains are found on the scene. That is the very latest live in Surfside. Syra Onwar, Local 10 News.